strong on what I believe and what I want, you know, for me moving forward, pray about it. Like, just pray about it. Like, prayer does work. And I know a lot of times, like, people hear that and they say that. But coming from somebody who, again, I'm not in a religion, but I am, like, God is in me. Like, he has to be, because it's no way I'm doing this all on my own. Like, it's no way in the world I'm doing this on my own. So it's just like I pray about it. And it's like, hearing that, sometimes you're not going to want to hear that if you're wanting advice and you're wanting this, but sometimes the advice is literally just praying on it. Like, God will answer it for you. He will take care of you. And when you bypass whatever it was that you were praying for and you see, like, wow, it wasn't so bad after all. Like, wow, I did overcome it. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it lasted 1 month or 2 months or a year, but I did it. I went through it. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't go crazy. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't hurt myself. Like, I did it. So it's like, and I started rewarding myself for the littlest things. Like, don't wait for other people's recognition or I'm proud of you, even though that helps. Don't wait for other people to do it. Do it for yourself. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself and reward yourself, whether if it's buying yourself something or just taking yourself out to eat or for a massage or some type of self-care. Like, this iPad is a reward for me. That's why I'm so excited, because I deserve an iPad. That's something that I've been wanting for the longest. And it's like, I could have been gotten it, but it's like, I just didn't. And it's like, the little things go a long way. Like, literally, for your mental, just pray about it and control the things that you can. And the things that you can't, you ask God that he helps you figure out what you got to do, or if you have to do anything at all other than pray about it. For real. Next topic, how to deal with burnout while protecting your peace. Okay, we can talk about that, because even now, like, as zen as I may seem, I still get a little burnt out. I don't allow it to get to that point, but I still get a little overwhelmed or overstimulated sometimes. And I understand that. Like, I know the word for it. I'm overwhelmed right now, or I'm not feeling appreciated or undervalued or whatever. I assess what it is that makes me feel that way. What you guys should do, actually, is what I used to do. I have a journal, and I still have that same journal. I haven't done it in a while, which I might start doing it again and put it in my iPad notes, because I can't always access my notebooks. I have 1,000 notes everywhere, either at work or at home or somewhere, but I have them. And I'll write things that happen in a day that make me feel good, things that happen in a day that make me feel bad. It could be different days, same days. You could do both, whatever you feel comfortable with. And at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you read over everything, and you write good things too, not just the bad. We want to do both. And kind of like a pros and cons list. You want to do both, and you want to reevaluate, like, okay, is there a pattern, or what was it, so that you can learn to understand your feelings. Like, maybe today somebody said this to me that made me feel like this. So moving forward, you can figure out certain things that maybe trigger you and how you can reassess it so that you can control your own emotions, that when it maybe happens again or something, you're able to interpret it in a different way or shift your mind. Like, for example, today at work, a guy said to me, like, your hair wasn't in... I'm black, I wear extensions, I wear braids, I wear all that. And he was white, and he said, this could be his way of flirting. I don't know. Personally, I don't care. That's the thing. Like, he was like, your hair wasn't that long the other day, but his approach wasn't like aggressive or rude. It was like, your hair wasn't that long the other day. Like, and I was like, and I just laughed, and I was like, because I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to say. So I just laugh and I smile, because sometimes for people with anger issues, they could do that as a coping mechanism. For me, I just don't, if I don't know what you mean by it, I don't want to sit there and try to figure out, was that an insult? Was that this? Because that's going to, like, waste time for me. So I just smile and shut up. Like, sometimes I just shut up, and it's not a bad thing to be quiet sometimes, because when you always have something to say, you're quick to take offense. Maybe his intention was not to be offensive. I didn't take it as offensive. I don't know what his intent was. And my other coworker was like, well, maybe he noticed you. Like, maybe he just noticed you. And I'm like, and that's a good way of looking at it. Maybe he just noticed something different about me. Like, whereas somebody else who maybe is just having a bad day or whatever, and I wasn't feeling good today, but my approach is never to just come off negative or to assume the worst in people. I just don't know. So I just laughed, and she was like, what did he say to you? And I was like, I don't know. I just still was smiling. Like, I don't know what that means, but I don't really care because internally I'm actually happy. So it's like, whether if he would have said something actually rude or if he would have said something polite, either way I was gonna give him a smile and keep walking. Because like, I'm not here to try to figure it out. I don't necessarily care. It didn't seem like a compliment, but it didn't seem like it was intended to hurt me, I don't think. And I still didn't really care to look that deep into it. I just was like, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna smile until you walk away. Because literally that's how I assess life. I literally just smile and let a lot of things be. And that is just a small thing. Like that's nothing to me. I just wanted to give an example. Like, picture if you're having a conversation with your boss or whatever and they say something that rubs you the wrong way. Sometimes you just smile and be like, you know, if it's not gonna benefit me, if I clap back or say something or express how it made me feel, then maybe just sometimes it's okay being quiet. Like, take it from someone who used to bring up everything was an issue for me, because some things really were just an issue. But I had to realize in different environments and different people, some people really don't care about their delivery. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about anything, especially if they have some type of superior or seniority over you or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying that it's okay, but have a mindset of, okay, I don't plan on, like, for example, at work, I don't plan on being here forever. I'm just here to do recognition at work. I'm still gonna come to work every day and show up and be the best employee I can be, whether if that's for my future role, you know, that's actually my dream career job, and this is just testing me. Like, sometimes life is just gonna test you in so many ways that you cannot not take the test. You can't just say, I don't want to take the test, I'm not taking the test, or quit and give up. Like, I know I said in my previous, if somebody's cheating or if you don't like that job, just get up and leave. Yes, if somebody's not treating you right, leave. You have full rights. But for example, a job, it's always going to be something at every job you go to. You can't pick the things you like, or maybe you can, but learn how to be able to work environments where it may seem hard, because it trains you and it molds you, and it's a lesson in between that. It'll show you, like, I can get through this. I don't have to let everything get to me personally. It's not a personal attack. And then when you see that maybe somebody does this with everybody, you'll realize it's not even about me, it's about them. So why let that ruin my day? Like, I don't let other people's stress or whatever they got going on transfer to me. Even if it tries to, I'm just like, I'm gonna pray on that. Pray that you get it together. I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna pray for me that I continue to manage my composure and to do what I gotta do to stay sane and to stay happy and to go home the same way that I left home. Like, I always want to just stay at peace. I don't ever want to be upset or loud if I don't have to, or just anything that makes me uncomfortable. Like, so I just don't. Like, somebody literally called me out of my name at my job. It was a member, and I'm like, I just laughed and smiled because it's like, it wasn't true what they said. They don't know me. They were clearly not in the right headspace, you know? And I'm like, if somebody's having a bad day, I can't let whatever they're doing, as long as they're not physically hurting me or in my personal space. Like, you cannot control anybody else. You can control you. You can control how you take something. Like, I always used to say this as a kid, I can't offend you. You have to take offense. And that's a fact. I could call you all type of things, but if you allow me to have power with my mouth, that's more of a you thing. Because we all have freedom of speech. We all have the right to say what we want. Unfortunately, you got people that will say things that shouldn't be said, but it's like, we can't take that right of speech away from them, but we can redirect it. Like, maybe this person's not in the right headspace. Maybe they had the worst morning ever. Maybe, like, somebody died, and I'm not excusing it, but when we don't know something, I try to just assume it's not me, it's them. Not saying with everything, like, that would be narcissistic, but I mean in incidents like that, if it's like unhingement going on and whatnot, I'm just saying, like, don't take it so personal. Realize, like, thank God that I'm not like that. Thank God that if I am having a bad day, I'm able to hold my composure, is what I'm trying to say. So that's something that I really had to learn in life. Like, I always was like chill for the most part, but like I've chilled so much. Like, my friend literally told me the other day, I haven't spoken to her in a little bit. She was just like, oh, like you sound so like different and mature and wise. And I'm like, she always used to say that, but like, she's like, no, let me change my words and you're right. And I'm like, is it like at peace? She's like, yeah, you sound at peace. And I'm like, because I've always been told that I was wise or this or that. But of course, I was still young and I still had a temper or a lack of patience in a lot of areas. But now I'm like learning so much as I go. Every single day I'm learning something new. If you're not learning something new every single day, you're either not doing anything with your life. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I'm just saying you're literally not doing anything, because every day that you step up and you walk outside and you go, it's people, world is revolving constantly, revolving doors. So if you're not learning anything from anything, it could be anything. Like, I can just watch an exchange between two other people and I've learned something from that. Like, wow. Like an interaction or something, and I'm like, wow, like I can learn something from anything, and you can too. But if you're just overlooking it and you're not paying attention to your surroundings, you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you're not self-aware of others, you're not self-aware of yourself, it's like you're not gonna learn anything. And life got a lot to teach you, and you might learn late or you might learn the hard way, but sometimes we all have to learn in our own ways. I don't want it to be the hard way for y'all. It was hard way for me, but I'm grateful for it. Because at 23 years old, I learned a lot of things that 50-plus-year-olds don't even really understand or grasp. So I'm going to end this note off of, I'm proud of myself, for real. And like I said always, I'm proud of you too. If nobody told you today, I love you. Make sure you remind yourself to reward yourself for the little things, no matter how often it is. Even if it's just once a month, take yourself out. Buy yourself something that you've been wanting on your list, check it off, and do something for you. Do something for somebody else. It'll make you feel really good. Somebody that's in need. It'll make you feel good. And continue to pray about whatever you're going through. God will definitely hear you and see you and show up for you. You just have to show up for yourself and want that. I am going to close this off. Vlogmas is coming to an end very shortly. And I'm sad. Or am I? Because I'm tired. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. If you didn't, that is okay. You just clicking on it means a lot to me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos.
You think my brain is made for